Hey there, fans. This is Barrie Wrestling's Rush Hour. I am Mike Jeffries, the host of Rush Hour and the play-by-play voice for Barrie Wrestling, and we have a great show lined up for you. We are kicking things off with a battle between two former Barrie Wrestling heavyweight champions. We have the return of a Barrie Wrestling legend, and we have a main event Barrie Wrestling Heavyweight Championship matchup as Myung Jae Lee, who earned the #1 contendership a couple of weeks ago, takes on Clutch Jessie V for the Barrie Wrestling Championship. And then on top of that, we're going to go back into the vault. We teased last week we have some best ofs coming your way over the next few months. Well, we're going to go into the vault to show one of the best matches of 2022. Vaughn Vertigo, before he was a complete jerk, against Junior Benito for the PCW UK Cruiserweight Championship. That's a special match after the main event, so don't go anywhere. And fans, this is Barrie Wrestling's Rush Hour.
Welcome everyone to Gold and Glory 7. I am Mike Jeffries. Alongside me, as always, is the Diamond Jim Lowe, and we are starting off with a Barrie Wrestling Heavyweight Championship match.
It's for your Barrie Wrestling Heavyweight Championship.
Diamond Jim, we are starting with Myung Jae Lee against Clutch Jessie V for the Barrie Wrestling Heavyweight Championship.
The most dominant three-pistol champion of all time versus arguably the most dominant human being in history. What a way to kick off Gold and Glory 7.
I don't think there's any argument that Jessie V has been utterly dominant since winning the title, since coming to Barrie Wrestling. But Myung Jae Lee, he has defeated bigger, badder opponents throughout his entire run here. And even when he lost the Three Pistols title to Vaughn Vertigo, he was not pinned.
Bigger, badder than Myung Jae Lee, but with all due respect to the former champ, he has never beaten anyone bigger or badder than Clutch Jessie V.
You are 100% right, and this is the first of many incredible matches we have tonight. We just found out our main event is going to be for the Three Pistols title, Van Landen versus Vaughn Vertigo. Cannot wait to see that match. We have the second Wild Rovers matchup, Shiloh defending her women's championship against Nova. This is going to be an incredible, incredible night. Let's throw it to TCO in the ring with the introductions for this heavyweight championship match.
This contest is scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit. And it is for your Barrie Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. When the bell rings, the referee in charge, Brad Myers. Introducing first, the challenger is hailing from Buffalo, New York. He is the longest reigning Barrie Wrestling Three-Pistol Champion, Myung Jae Lee! And his opponent is hailing from Toronto, Ontario. He is your Barrie Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion, the Freak Athlete, Clutch Jessie V!
Here he is, the most dominant force in independent wrestling, if not on the planet. The freak athlete, the human video game glitch, Clutch Jessie V. But Myung Jae Lee not lacking in confidence. You see referee Brad Myers, senior official here at Barrie Wrestling. He's the one in charge of this matchup. And Myung Jae Lee going for the quick start as the bell rings, and Jessie V putting him on his backside. I understand Myung Jae Lee trying to get the quick attack, but I don't know if running at Jessie V or chopping him is the best plan. Although, Diamond Jim, what is the best plan of attack for Jessie V?
I was just going to say the same thing, Michael. We've seen people try to bring it to him hard. We've seen people try to outthink him, try to out-wrestle him, try to fly around. And every one of those competitors has fallen at the feet of Clutch Jessie V. I don't think there is a strategy. I think it's just try your luck and hope you survive.
The only man to defeat Clutch Jessie V in a Barrie Wrestling ring is the walking weapon, Josh Alexander. And he cut a promo after that matchup to say, Jessie, go get that gold. Jessie has done so, and he has been completely dominant ever since. And look at him walking around the ring, just pressing Myung Jae Lee over his head. A 10 count for the Barrie Wrestling faithful, and then a slam. Myung Jae Lee, he's not that small, but Jessie V makes him look like a child when he does that.
Jessie V makes me look like a child, and I'm 300 pounds.
I don't know that many bald children with glasses, Jim.
Oh, obviously you're not hanging around with the same children I am.
Now Jessie V with a very delayed stalling suplex, doing a squat with Myung Jae Lee. All the blood rushing to Myung Jae's head. And the freak athlete, Jessie V, having his way with the challenger.
And this is something, during his legendary title reign, we saw Myung Jae Lee absorb all kinds of punishment, but he was always giving it right back. Well, and then make me a liar, Myung Jae Lee, here we go. But then just like that, his offense squashed by Clutch Jessie.
Jessie just catching him and then just throwing him across the ring.
Myung may have injured his knee on that.
A rough landing from Myung Jae Lee. Referee Brad Myers getting Jessie V to back up. Myung Jae Lee, he might not be able to continue this match, Jim.
That didn't look good at all, Mike. Brad Myers clearly concerned.
I have not agreed with basically anything Myung Jae Lee has done since he lost the title.
Oh, this isn't good. Excuse me for a second.
This is not... Nobody likes to see this. Despite any personal issues I have with Myung Jae Lee, this is not good. We've got some members from the locker room coming out. Some of our ring crew. And security here to help out. You see Tyler and Jim down at the ring. This is... You don't like to see this. This is the start of it's supposed to be a great night. Well, Myung Jae Lee up to his feet with some assistant. Oh! That son of a... And I guess the match continues. Myung Jae Lee with a double stomp. Jim, I am sick.
I want to apologize to the fans watching. I saw Myung Jae Lee go down there. I saw his knee twist, having spent a lot of time as a coach and manager in hockey and lacrosse. I thought that was a serious injury, and he made me and everybody else look like fools.
Well, now Myung Jae Lee with a pin. Well, this match continues, Jim, and one thing I was going to bring up before all that, and it's still relevant, is Myung Jae Lee, we mentioned he lost his title without getting pinned. The last time Myung Jae Lee was pinned or submitted in a Barrie Wrestling ring was March 2022 when he lost to Tarek. It has been more than 2 years since he was pinned or submitted in a Barrie Wrestling ring.
Yeah, but if that's the way you need to keep your streak going, and again,
a low blow from Myung Jae Lee and a DDT, Jessie V collapsing. And now Myung Jae Lee with a head of steam, running knee. Is Myung Jae Lee going to win the title off a low blow?
2 low blows. 2.
So Myung Jae Lee won the number one contenders 4-way match with a low blow. Now, it was a no DQ match, it was a 4-way match, but still a low blow to get here. And when we talk about what the strategy is for defeating Jessie V, apparently the strategy is cheat.
No, the strategy is kick him in the balls.
I mean, that's how you fight a bear, right? So, Myung Jae Lee up on top, Jessie stunned. Myung Jae Lee might have been going for a meteor or a code breaker off the top. Oh, Jessie just caught him. Oh, and then the clutch and go. Good night, Myung Jae Lee. Oh, but Jessie's not done. This is for the ball shot, Myung Jae.
Squash him like a bug.
Senton. 1, 2, 3. Clutch Jessie V retains.
Here's your winner, and now heavyweight champion, Clutch Jessie V.
Let's check out a replay of that finish. Clutch Jessie V powerbomb Myung Jae Lee after catching him, and then the clutch and go. That would have been enough. That was the 3 count there, pinned him, but he decided to go for the senton and just crush the life out of Myung Jae Lee. Diamond Jim, bigger men have not been able to stop Jessie V. Shots to the groin can't stop Jessie V. What does it take to stop the Barrie Wrestling Heavyweight Champion?
Jessie V is inevitable.
First, hailing from wherever he damn well pleases, standing 6 foot 8 inches, weighing 270 pounds, Isaiah Cross.
Diamond Jim, a theme during our Christmas cheer special earlier today, which for those of you watching it is free, available on YouTube. Check out Barrie Wrestling on YouTube. A theme was young talent, and a theme throughout this show we've had young versus veteran. I cannot think of a better example of that than what we're about to see with this matchup, as this young giant, Isaiah Cross, still a teenager, 6'8", will take on a man that you know very well.
You know I am a big fan of Isaiah Cross, but he's about to step into the ring with a Barrie Wrestling legend.
And his opponent, is weighing 230 pounds from Toronto, Ontario, making his return to Barrie Wrestling for the first time in 5 years, the Flatliner, Matt Burns.
Wow, we talked about big returns earlier tonight, but this one is shocking. The Flatliner, Matt Burns, has not been seen in Barrie Wrestling in more than 5 years, and he is back. For those of you who are newer fans, he was part of the legendary Flatliners, but they lost a loser leave town match. Matt Burns disappeared, but he's wanted to come back to Barrie Wrestling. Happened to take a look at that contract and found out it very specifically said the Flatliners had to leave town, not Matt Burns.
It's like the No Homers Club. We're allowed one flatliner, and this is Matt Burns. Now, Isaiah Cross would have been a literal child when Matt Burns last wrestled in Barrie, which means he was probably only 6'4" at that point. And he starts us off with a cheap shot on Burns and is looking to take advantage.
But Burns is in the best shape of his life. Take a look at this man.
Burns is built like a brick you-know-what house, and he looks angry and ready for a fight. And you can see Isaiah Cross cannot even take Burns off his feet. Burns with a clothesline, Cross off the ropes. Oh, and Manhattan drop from Burns. Running drop kick. He kicked Isaiah Cross right in the face. And now the shoulder block in the corner. Stiff right hand from Burns. And sending Cross headfirst into the turnbuckle. Matt Burns looks like he hasn't lost a step.
If anything, he's gained a step. I can't believe the condition he's in. Cardio looks great. Upper body looks great. He's in there with a teenager, and he's the one setting the pace.
Burns taking control in the early going. And a chop to Cross, but Cross spins him around and throwing a chop of his own, but Burns ducked that one. Kitchen sink to the gut there. Irish whip, but Cross thought Burns was going to follow him in. Isaiah Cross still very new to wrestling, and ring awareness might have left him behind a little bit on that one.
Well, when you're in with a crafty veteran like Burns, you've got to be on the top of your game. A single mistake will cost you, and we're seeing the result of Cross's simple mistake.
Oh, and a flatliner from Matt Burns. Coming by the name Honestly. Now Isaiah Cross trying to shake out the cobwebs.
Burns, a former 400 North Tag Team champion, also famously appeared on The Amazing Race Canada. He has done it all in the ring, and as I said, he hasn't lost a step here tonight.
Well, no wonder he's got great cardio. He raced all the way across Canada. Cross making his way back into the ring.
Matt Burns is a big man. He is over 6 feet tall, but Cross just towers over him.
Matt Burns does not look like somebody I would want to mock, though.
No. Isaiah Cross thinks he owns this place, but this is a place that Matt Burns helped build.
Oh, a cheap shot by Cross. Calling for the test of strength. And then kicking Matt Burns right in the knee. Cross not afraid to take a shortcut. But look at Burns, power up. Look at the strength of Matt Burns. And then Cross again with the cheap shot, knee to the gut. Pounding down on Burns.
I mean, you can't blame Cross. He's in there with an absolute powerhouse. He's got to take every advantage he can get.
Look at the incredible strength of Matt Burns, but Cross able to slide out the back door. And then he's got Burns up. Fall away slam. Or the SOS slam. Shout out to Scott Hall. Burns in trouble. Cross continuing to taunt the veteran. Diamond Jim, you know Matt Burns far better than I do. How does he respond to being taunted to his face?
He gets angry and he kicks ass. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. He is not someone you want to piss off. Excuse my language, fans, but it's a mistake that far too many guys have made, and they wind up staring at those lights, 1, 2, 3.
Burns now taking advantage of Isaiah Cross's overconfidence, perhaps. Oh, but a headbutt by Cross. And another one. That one drops Burns. Cross with a vicious headbutt. I think Isaiah Cross said he was 13 last time Matt Burns wrestled here. Isaiah Cross may have been one of the fans in the crowd, just like the young people we have in our crowd today. And Diamond Jim, I cannot overemphasize this. We are a packed house for It's a Wrestleful Life.
It is legitimately standing room only. We've got fans who still, even though they were told there's no more seats, they want to be part of It's a Wrestleful Life. And boy, have they been treated with a heck of a night of professional wrestling.
What a move there by Matt Burns, rolling through into a crossface, but Isaiah Cross using every bit of his 6'8" to get his foot on the ropes.
Yeah, maybe there was a tiny bit of ring rust on the flatliner. He didn't get crossed in the middle of the ring, and when you have an opponent with such long legs, you got to get him smack in the middle, or they're going to reach those ropes. Heads up!
Oh, Burns, I thought he was looking to fly. Isaiah Cross smartly gets out of the way. Now Burns looking to chase after Isaiah Cross in the flatliner, catches him with a knee, and then a straight right hand. Nothing fancy about that. Oh, Cross, though, able to reverse and drive Burns' face into the apron and then into the stairs.
And I'll tell you, as great as Matt Burns has looked, he is learning that there's a new generation of talent that has emerged since he was last in Barrie Wrestling. Isaiah Cross may be at the top of that list, and these young guys, they can go.
Oh, no. Isaiah Cross looking to powerbomb Matt Burns on the floor.
Yeah, but look at the strength of Burns to get out of that.
That's pure abdominal strength. Now Burns, head of steam, looking to fly. What a tope! Unbelievable. We have to see a replay of that here. Slow motion, Matt Burns flying through the air.
Unreal.
Taking out Isaiah Cross and nearly taking out the entire guardrail in the front row.
Cross is in La La Land. He's got no idea where he is.
His eyes are glazed over, Diamond Jim.
That did a lot of damage to the flatliner, though.
You ever seen Matt Burns fly like that?
I have not, but the crowd is right. Matt Burns, you still got it.
Burns now looking to fly again. He's going up top. Cross getting to his feet. I'll give him credit. Crafty move by the youngster. Catching Burns on the top rope. Isaiah Cross standing on the bottom rope is taller than Matt Cross when he was on the second rope. Cross again stopping Burns from coming off the top.
Cross smartly slowing down the veteran's momentum.
Cross going for a superplex. A seismic superplex by Isaiah Cross. Both men down.
That is going to end almost anyone in wrestling. Look at that. I don't care if you're a legend like Matt Burns. That is a devastating impact on the mat.
A superplex, you're coming from a high height regardless who's giving it. When it's somebody Isaiah Cross's height, your feet are scraping the ceiling. But Burns...
How is Burns back to his feet? This is unreal.
Battling back with a series of right hands, sending Cross into the ropes. Clothesline, not much effect on Cross. And again, Burns ducks the clothesline. Diving clothesline from the flatliner.
We've seen that before in the FLCC.
Back elbow from Burns. And a complete shot from Burns, laying out Isaiah Cross. Now off the top, blockbuster! Unbelievable athleticism by Matt Burns. Slowly into a cover, is that gonna be enough? No, Cross able to get the shoulder up.
What a match.
It's been a few months since we've seen Isaiah Cross, and he is impressing me with his tenacity right now. He has not spent a lot of time on the defensive from what we've seen, and Burns is taking it to him. But again, Cross able to slide out. Spinning spine buster, shades of Arn Anderson. Burns able to kick out.
This is an absolute classic here. The young upstart against the legend trying to make his return in Barrie Wrestling. Honestly, I thought Burns would school the kid, but Cross is starting to dominate this match.
Cross with the splash in the corner, and then a vicious clothesline. Nearly took Burns' head off, but Burns again able to kick out at 2. I don't know what's going to take for either one of these men to put the other one away. Had an incredible show here with It's a Wrestleful Life. We have new 400 North Tag Team Champions, and they are the Royal Family. I guess it's Kyle and Shiloh. Jessie V, our champion, was supposed to defend the title tonight, but his tires were slashed, so he's not here.
Whoa,
and
look
now
at
we've
this.
got this war. TKO from Matt Burns. Unbelievable strength. Cross is down, but not out yet. Oh, but right into a crossface, and Isaiah Cross taps. Matt Burns is victorious in his return.
Hello, wrestling fans. My name is TCO, and welcome to another edition of your Barrie Wrestling Rush Hour Event Center. So much to talk about this week, as always. But first, I want to talk about Saturday, March the 8th. Barrie Wrestling presents Wrestle Epic 2 live at the FLCC Arena. Get your tickets now, contacting Barrie Wrestling on all social medias at Barrie Wrestling. You are going to see 4 huge title matches, including the Barrie Wrestling Women's Championship on the line, as the Queen of Barrie Wrestling and your current longest reigning champion in Barrie Wrestling history, Shiloh, is going to defend her title against WWE ID prospect Zoe Sagler. This is going to be an incredible matchup, a huge test for the Queen, and a huge challenge for the WWE prospect ID talent. That being said, one more time, grab your tickets now at Barrie Wrestling on all social medias. Saturday, March the 8th, Wrestle Epic 2 is going to be phenomenal. Fans, as you saw last week here on Rush Hour, we have a brand new Barrie Wrestling Three Pistols champion in the barn burner, Van Landen, as he defeated Vaughn Vertigo. Now, shortly after this match, I had the opportunity to find Van Landen backstage, and I've got an exclusive interview with the barn burner that I'm going to show you right now.
Fans, it is my absolute honor and privilege to introduce to you the brand new Barrie Wrestling Three Pistol Champion. I don't have much left in me, but here we go. The barn burner, Van Landen. Ben, congratulations on a huge match. I need to know and tell all of us here at Barrie Wrestling, what do you feel, my friend?
My goodness, what am I feeling here? Mind if I take this? What I'm feeling right now, all the emotions. Good, bad, everything, because everything that I have worked for in my life has culminated in the ring here tonight at Golden Glory 7. Vaughn Vertigo pushed me to my absolute limit. Absolutely. And through one way or another, Van Landen managed to do, the unthinkable. Knock him off and win this Three Pistols title. It's all I've ever wanted. From when I was a fan attending these shows to having the crazy idea of becoming a wrestler. It's all culminated here tonight at Golden Glory 7. I am just so honored to be your champion, Barrie.
So I want to ask you one more question here, and we're going to go let you celebrate this big win tonight. That Barrie Wrestling Three Pistols champion. Big prestige behind it. Loaded locker room up here in Barrie. You made the climb to the top. What are you going to do to stay at the top?
Just keep on trucking. It's Van Landen, and I'm going to rev it up. Full speed ahead. All gas, no brakes. Bring them on, whoever it is.
Congratulations one more time, the Barrie Wrestling, brand new Barrie Wrestling Three Pistols champion, the barn burner, Van Landen.
Van Landen is ready to be the fighting champion that Barrie Wrestling deserves, and he's not going to waste any time, because right here next week on Rush Hour, he is going to have his first ever defense of the Barrie Wrestling Three Pistols Championship as he takes on the Clydesdale, Clyde Kane. It is going to be an incredible matchup, a huge test for Van to see if he can overcome the strength of the Clydesdale. That's all I have for us this week, fans. One more time, Saturday, March the 8th, Barrie Wrestling presents Wrestle Epic 2. Get your tickets now. Contact at Barrie Wrestling on all social medias. That being said, my name is TCO. Thank you for joining me again in the Barrie Wrestling Rush Hour. Let's take it back down to Mike Jeffries and Diamond Jim Lowe.
Barrie Wrestling Management has confirmed it is Mark Wheeler versus Kyle Boone right here at Golden Glory 7.
The Golden Gun against the self-proclaimed King of Barrie, and the royal family has been banned from ringside by Shiloh. So until Kyle wins a match on his own, Shiloh is punishing him by making him wrestle on his own.
Whoa, what's... And make no mistake, this is a marquee matchup. Mark Wheeler, former Barrie Wrestling heavyweight champion. Kyle Boone, depending on whether Boone's commentating or not, either a former or two-time former Barrie Wrestling heavyweight champion. Two absolute stars about to clash. What a great treat this is for Golden Glory.
This is an absolute marquee matchup, as you said. And as much as it pains me to not have Alexia or Amir here, and again, I have to echo what you and Tyler said, both of them get well soon. We cannot wait to see you back in the ring. For a replacement match, this is pretty darn good. Two former champions and two people that are really on a quest to get another title shot at the man we just saw, Clutch Jessie V. Now, granted, Jessie did beat Kyle Boone in 8 seconds to win the title.
7.5.
And correct me if I'm wrong, both these men were in that four-way match last month for the number one contendership, so you know they're on the radar of Barrie Wrestling Management. This match could be a de facto number one contenders matchup.
Well, I talked about it last month. Mark Wheeler is motivated by proving he is back, by proving he still has it. Kyle Boone is motivated by not pissing Shiloh off. both men have got good fire to want to win this match.
Well, flapjack from Wheeler and then the diving back elbow. And yeah, I have to agree with you there, Jim. Not angering Shiloh is pretty good reason. And there, back suplex from Mark Wheeler. 2 count kick out by Boone.
Mark Wheeler, since returning to Barrie Wrestling, has looked in peak conditioning. He was a dominant heavyweight champion. And, really, if there's one man who might be a threat to Jessie V's longevity as champ, it's the Golden Gun.
Well, Wheeler there telegraphed the drop kick, but then Boone got way too cocky and missed the elbow. And Jim, you're right. Since returning from his ankle injury, Mark Wheeler has not missed a step. He arguably looks like he's in the best shape of his career. Great height on the leapfrog, and then the trip. Boone, I think, getting rug burn on his nose. And then the incredible pinpoint drop kick from Mark Wheeler.
Well, Mark Wheeler has always had the athleticism. He's always had the smarts. But if there was one criticism, was that he didn't have the power game of some of the guys like a Jessie V or a John Atlas. And boy, during the pandemic, did that ever change. And Mark Wheeler is now one of the most powerful, physically impressive wrestlers in all of indie wrestling.
And Boone there with the counter, and you're right. And I got to be honest, I mean, it's up to Barrie Wrestling management to make it, but I would not mind seeing a Mark Wheeler-Jessie V one-on-one matchup. That might be the most athletic matchup we have to offer here in Barrie. And Boone there dragging Wheeler to the outside, but Wheeler counters with the right hand. Boone has not been able to string together any consistent offense throughout this matchup. Wheeler being half a step ahead. Granted, being a couple thoughts ahead of Kyle Boone is, it's like being the tallest person in my family. It's not much of an accomplishment. What a knife-edge chop from the Golden Gun. Hope people in the first row are wearing earplugs because that thing just echoed off the walls. And then, Boone just getting picked up. Wheeler looking to lawn dart him, but Boone trying to send Wheeler into the front row through the barricade. Boone tapping at his brain, indicating the 2 brain cells he has left.
So you can make fun of Kyle Boone all you want.
And I will.
I get it. I totally understand it. But Kyle Boone is devious. Kyle Boone is conniving. And you're seeing right now how however you want to disparage his smarts, he can turn the advantage in Kyle Boone's favor at any moment in any match against any superstar.
He has had success in the ring, I will give him that. But, they say that you are a combination. As Boone into a cover, Wheeler kicks out. They say you're a combination of the people you spend the most time with. So that would make Kyle Boone some combination of Shiloh, Anthony Musso, and Grizzly Mac. Take that for what you will. Boone putting the boots to Wheeler now.
Can he sing like Musso?
Nobody can sing like Musso.
You got it, baby.
Voice of an angel. Boone stomping Wheeler right to the outside. Wheeler flat on his back out on the floor. Boone in the ring. Boone taking a nap. Trying to get a tan. Kyle, you're inside. The lights are bright, but you can't get a tan.
Are you sure?
Boone with the double axe handle in the boot.
I mean, you're from Aurelia. Yes.
This is like your king, Barrie. This is your king. Our king is Gordon Lightfoot. Boone bludgeoning Mark Wheeler with these chops. Although Wheeler...
Oh, look at the look on Mark Wheeler's face.
Giving Boone the Forrest Whitaker eye, and then you could see that chop reverberate. Oh, and Boone doing a little bit of a Shawn Michaels impression there as he's trying to escape. Fights his way out of the back suplex. Wheeler counters into a backslide. Boone down. Able to slide out at 2 and a stiff right hand to the jaw and a follow-up shot to the forehead. Boone counters the Irish whip. Enziguri right on the ear. Solid athleticism from the wave maker. Then the low basement drop kick. Boone into a cover. Wheeler kicking out. I will give Boone credit. Solid athleticism and striking from the former champion and current 400 North Tag Team champion.
Sometimes.
Part of a 4-person Freebird. And now Boone trying to drive the life out of Mark Wheeler. Granted, usually wrestlers put their opponent's throat across the middle rope. Boone trying to choke Wheeler out from the stomach. Oh, but a vicious Irish whip. No jokes about that. Kyle Boone showing that darker side, the diamond we have seen over these past few months. All joking aside, when Kyle Boone gets to this malicious point, he can be very dangerous.
He's an incredibly dangerous threat to anyone he's in the ring with. I understand with all the shenanigans with Musso, with Mac, with Shiloh, why people underestimate the Wavemaker, but he's legit. He can go, and he's got a mean streak.
Well, Boone there with the abdominal stretch and grabbing that top rope for extra leverage. Young Kyle focused on Mark Wheeler. Ref, pay attention. See the arm. The rope is still shaking, ref. Boone going again to the top rope. Oh, and young Kyle finally sees it. Hip toss from Mark Wheeler.
Yeah, but how much damage was done to Wheeler's shoulder?
Michinoku driver from the Golden Gun. But again, Jim, to your point, Wheeler unable to follow up. That abdominal stretch did so much damage to the Golden Gun. Now both men down.
That move, it focuses on your midsection, but also pulls on your shoulder, your neck. It is a whole lot of pain. Not that you know anything about that.
Well, a kip up from Wheeler, I was going to say it focuses on the abs, so you and I would be fine, but that's very painful for Wheeler. And those right hands right to the jaw. Boone with a counter boot to the midsection. Short Irish rip. Wheeler ducks the clothesline, ducks the elbow. Boone getting turned around, and Wheeler with the diving back elbow. That one found its mark. Counters the boot by spiking Boone, and then the pump kick.
Wow.
Boone down to 1.5 brain cells after that one. Oh, but the high knee from Kyle Boone. Oh, and then Boone.
Look at the strength of Wheeler.
Going high risk and got caught. Mark Wheeler. Maybe a scoop slam. No, into a suplex. What strength from Wheeler. But did not have pressure on that left shoulder of Kyle Boone, and Boone able to just get the shoulder up at a count of 2.
Let's take another look at this, Mike.
Incredible strength. Barrie Wrestling crowd fully into this match, fully behind the Golden Gun. Wheeler says 1 shot, 1 kill. He's looking for that 1 shot, and this might be it right here. He's going for the revolver. Boone slides out the back door. Small package. Wheeler counters. Boone counters. 2. About a 14 count in total. Boone going for the trip. Wheeler saw that coming. Leapfrog from Boone. And Boone sends Wheeler to the outside, but Wheeler lands on his feet. Boone with a head of steam. Baseball slide. Now Boone rolling Wheeler back into the ring, looking to follow up on that baseball slide. Wheeler's not sure where he's at. Boone showing his athleticism. Roll through into a cutter. Never seen Kyle Boone move like that. And then springboard off the second rope with that lariat. Kyle Boone, innovative offense. But a bit of a lazy cover, if we're being totally honest, and you cannot pin Mark Wheeler with a lazy cover. Actually, Jim, I'm going to correct myself. Is that a lazy cover or an exhausted cover?
I think it's the latter. Both these men have delivered all kinds of punishment on one another. It's really going to take someone digging deep and finding that extra gear to be able to put their opponent out.
Well, Boone looking to again send Wheeler into the front row, but Wheeler just sent Boone face first into the guardrail. The crowd loves it, understandably so. Wheeler waiting on Boone to come on back. Boone eats a boot. Vintage Mark Wheeler, that bottom rope springboard. Boone just getting the shoulder up.
Incredible fortitude by Boone there. I know you like to dump all over the man, but how many people you've seen kick out of a move like that from Mark Wheeler?
Kyle Boone is tough. You'd have to be married to Shiloh.
Fair. Listen to this crowd.
The Barrie Wrestling faithful fully behind Mark Wheeler. And Wheeler was going for broke there. Boone, though, countered. Ran into an elbow. Now Wheeler. Boone with the counter. Boone into a cover. He's feet on the ropes. Young Kyle climbing my ladder of favorite refs as he caught Boone on that one. Oh, but Boone with a jawbreaker. Wheeler back into the corner.
Wheeler totally discombobulated, but look at this.
Boone got way too cocky. Sends Wheeler into the turnbuckle. Went for the roll-up. Wheeler counters and a super kick. And what was that? Spinning your Unagi out of a pump handle, and Mark Wheeler picks up the victory.
Wow.
Here's your winner, the Golden God, Mark Wheeler!
Now, I got a bone to pick with Mark Wheeler, because Jim, before the show, I like to go to the wrestlers and say, hey, any moves you're working on, anything I should know, you got names for it. Wheeler said, no, I don't think so. It's all, what was that?
Surprise!
Barrie fans, we have a very special treat here. Vaughn Vertigo defending the PCW, that is Preston City Wrestling UK Cruiserweight Championship here in Barrie. A prestigious title held by Adam Cole, Noam Dar, who's now in NXT UK. And in order to win that title, Vaughn Vertigo defeated Leighton Buzzard, who is the champion, Diamond Jim, for 763 days.
Can you imagine the pressure that was on Vaughn Vertigo competing on foreign soil for a prestigious title and knocking off such a long-reigning champion? Unbelievable grace under pressure. Vertigo, a worthy champ in a whole line of amazing PCW UK Cruiserweight champions.
And on that trip to Europe, one of the men over there with Vaughn Vertigo was Junior Benito. They both competed for PCW UK. They are both undefeated in PCW UK, and that is why Vaughn Vertigo gave Junior Benito this title shot, the first defense here on North American soil. Jim, what do you expect from this match?
Wow, you've got the future of Barrie Wrestling in with the man who's been the face of Barrie Wrestling. This is so exciting. It's a dream match for most of our fans, and I think for you and I, this is a match we've wanted to see for a very long time.
This is 100% a match that I had circled when I saw the card get released. Two very, very talented wrestlers, lots of athleticism in that ring. Vaughn Vertigo right now in control with the side headlock on Junior Benito. He does have the experience advantage, but a rare turn here as Vertigo might not have the quickness advantage in this match, as Benito is, to steal a phrase, quicker than a hiccup.
Absolutely, but that's where the veteran savvy of Vaughn Vertigo is going to come in. Remember, this is a man who has tapped out legendary champions. He has won all over the world, and being a little bit slower than a super fast guy like Benito is not going to be a problem for the champ.
And to your point, Jim, there, Benito hit Vertigo with an arm drag, went for a second one, and Vaughn stopped short and now has control, wrenching on the left arm of the young bull. Giving a bit of a face wash there, too.
I mean, the really interesting thing for me is that the crowd is kind of split. Vaughn Vertigo is one of the most popular, arguably the most popular star in Barrie Wrestling history, but there are a lot of Junior Benito fans in this crowd.
The young bull has been incredible here in Barrie, has really impressed the crowd. Great front flip counter. They're using the ropes for help. Ducks under, and then a standing drop kick right on the mouth. Tremendous vertical from the young bull. He first broke onto our radar, Diamond Jim, during the All-Ontario Cup with an incredible victory over John Greed. He has wowed and picked up victories here in Barrie, and now with a chance to win the PCW UK Cruiserweight Championship, an incredible opportunity for Junior Benito.
Not only would the title win be incredible, but he would be able to claim to have cleanly defeated two former Barrie Wrestling heavyweight champions.
That is absolutely true. And Vertigo there with a kick to the face on Benito on the outside. Again, outsmarting the young bull. Vertigo looking to take control on the floor. European uppercut. Fitting, considering it's a PCW UK Cruiserweight Championship match.
You've been saving that up for weeks, haven't you?
Perhaps. And Benito just jumping over the barricade. He's over in the concession section. I don't think Vertigo's aware. Benito,
Are you kidding me?
A somersault plancha over the barricade. Have you ever seen that before?
I have not, Michael. That was stunning.
The young bull taking flight. Oh, but Vertigo smartly sending him back first into the apron. Benito flips him up. Oh, and a DDT on the floor. Vertigo's legs springboarding off the middle rope there and using his momentum to drive Junior Benito head first into the floor. There is no protection out there. Benito might be in a lot of trouble here as Vertigo smartly gets him back into the ring.
That's the type of thing that can shorten a man's career.
Just a 2 count. Junior Benito able to kick out.
But he's clearly shaken up.
Vertigo getting some rare razzing from the crowd there. This is his first appearance in a Barrie Wrestling ring in quite a while. He spent 2 months in Europe, wrestling in all over the UK, in Germany, all over Europe, just traveling, wrestling anywhere he could get a fight, really.
The career path of Vaughn Vertigo has just been fascinating to watch over the past 8 years. This is a guy who went from being a skinny kid competing for a Barrie Wrestling contract in our very first match to being a star all around the world. When he goes to England, when he goes to Europe, the fans greet him like he is a huge star because he is a huge star.
And for those of you who are watching us on our Patreon account or anywhere online, if you have the WWE Network, you can head over there and search Vaughn Vertigo, and you can see some of his matches from over in Europe, and he was incredibly impressive. Now Benito working his way to the feet, and Jim, to your point, the crowd behind Junior Benito, and it seems to be bothering Vertigo a little bit. He's not used to this. Both men had the same idea, but then Vertigo with a boot to the gut and a basement dropkick right to the side of the head. Standing moonsault from the Visionary. Only a 2 count.
Well, I think the crowd really speaks to just how impressive and the connection that Junior Benito has made with him, as opposed to any criticism of Vaughn Vertigo. I mean, he's loved in Barrie, but Benito is just so exciting and has really captured the imagination of our fans.
Looked to me like Vaughn was limping a little bit. I think when they both went for those kicks, Vertigo might have taken one in the shin. We'll see if that slows him up at all. Nice European uppercut under the chin on Junior Benito, driving him back into the corner. And Vertigo exposes the chest and then chopping the life out of Junior Benito, sending him headfirst into the turnbuckle. And another chop. Vertigo a bit more methodical than we're used to seeing him, a bit more aggressive. Might be a good look for him.
Well, it's an excellent choice by the champ because, as you pointed out right at the start of this match, he can't compete with Benito in speed, so he's got to use slight better power base and his experience as a tactician.
And a tremendous counter by Vertigo as he caught the kick, and now he steps over into a Boston Crab, a deep Boston Crab here from Vaughn Vertigo. Walking Junior Benito into the middle of the ring, and Vertigo just wrenching back. Benito crying out in pain. He is a long way from the ropes. Well, Vertigo standing up a little straighter now, losing a bit of his base, and that allowed Benito to pick the ankle. Great counter, and then kicks Vaughn Vertigo right out of the ring. Looked like Vaughn caught his head on the way down as well.
Yeah, but at what cost to Junior Benito? I mean, he is just in pain right now. His joints are aching. I'm not sure that he's going to be able to take flight if he can't even stand.
Now, I also have to ask, we saw Vaughn shaking out his leg earlier, and it didn't look like he could sit down as much into that Boston Crab as he wanted to, cause him to stand a bit more upright. We'll have to see if the ankle, shin, whatever it is that is bothering him, affects him for the rest of this match. Vaughn's still down on the outside. You can see him holding his head. It did look like it caught the bottom rope on the way out. And Junior Benito, he might be looking to take flight. Oh, decides to go under the bottom rope instead and just send the champ right back in. Can't win the title by countout. And a forearm shot to the head, and another one. That heavily wrapped injured form of Junior Benito, but tremendous Hurricane Rana. And then ducks under, great neck breaker, and then a kip up. The young bull is fired up.
I honestly don't remember the last time we saw as exciting of a young star as Junior Benito.
That was a heavy senton down on a Vertigo, but only a 2 count. All of Benito's weight crashing down on the chest of Vaughn Vertigo, driving the air out of the Visionary. And the PCW UK Cruiserweight Champion, he's in trouble.
But here's the thing, and Vaughn Vertigo was telling me about this in the back. 5 years ago, he was Junior Benito. He still has all of that, but he has everything he has picked up and learned on his journey. He's got those extra moves. He's got those submissions. And he's more than just the flyer that Junior Benito is.
But he's looking to fly here after the great counter. Going for danger, the springboard moonsault, but he missed.
That knee again is giving him troubles.
It is. Inside cradle for Benito. This could be it. Vertigo able to kick out at a count of 2. I thought we had a new champ. Benito staying right on top of him. Smart move by the young man. Veteran savvy. Not getting frustrated after the 2 count, but Vertigo counters with some right hands to the gut. Counter on the Irish whip sends Benito in. Vertigo ducked ahead, got caught. Counter with the power bomb. And again, just a 2 count as Benito kicks out, but a tremendous counter of the Huracan Rana. Benito going to that well one too many times.
Frustration evident on Vaughn Vertigo's face.
The back of Junior Benito's head bouncing off the mat like a basketball. That was a tremendous power bomb, and you see Vertigo still limping. That right leg is bothering him. It looks like he's going for a suplex of some kind here on Benito. He's got him up. Benito floats over, lands on his feet, and a straight headbutt to the jaw, and a super kick. Knocked the teeth out on Vertigo. He might be going, this could be the bullfrog splash. This could be it.
If he connects, it's over. We've got a new champion.
Lands on his feet as he saw Vertigo rolling out of the way, and the V-knee. Vertigo caught him. Half and half snap suplex, snapdragon suplex from Vaughn Vertigo.
That veteran savvy of the PCW UK Cruiserweight champ.
Oh, he got caught. He was going for maybe a Shining Wizard or a buzzsaw kick. Benito caught him, but then he gets caught. Spinning roundhouse right to the side of the head. What's Junior going for here? He gets countered. Bonus Eruptus. Suplex into a neck breaker. Vertigo, though.
That knee just gave right out on him, Mike.
Trying to go to the outside, and it completely gave out. Now he's going up top. He might be going for the Vonton bomb here. Can he do it? On one leg, the Vonton bomb, and he sticks the landing and collapses into the cover. And a counter! And another counter! And the 3 count! Vaughn Vertigo successfully defends.
And still, PCW UK Cruiserweight Champion, the visionary Vaughn Vertigo!
Vaughn Vertigo on one good leg defends the PCW UK Cruiserweight Championship. A special match here in Barrie.